You want the countdown?
Fine.
Dun, dun, dun. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another special edition of the Around the Point crew, live here in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. I am Chase Oliver. Next to me is the Peruvian Fight TV extraordinaire, Heel Steven. Behind us, falling asleep, it's your boy, Walter. And joining us from True Hill Heat is the 24-hour king, Romeo. Romeo, how you doing, my friend?
Hello, friends. I'm doing all right. How about you guys?
We're hanging in there. It's been a long, after Double or Nothing, we were planning on doing a live review, but Steve, he wanted to try In and Out for the first time, being in the West Coast. So we first of all, we had the worst Uber driver ever. The guy was a piece of shit. Fuck you, Justin. Hope you have a horrible rest of your night. Do not care. You're a piece of shit. And then the In and Out smelled so it smelled so atrocious, Romeo. That what are you doing, Steve?
Try to get the banner in.
What banner?
There you go.
Oh, okay. Steve is very particular with his shows. But anyways, let's say what's up to everyone. Good evening, Dolores. Thank you for staying up and joining us. You too, Safet, and you too, Dynasty 215. Obviously, since we're in Las Vegas, Steve, Walter, and I, we were there live for AEW Double or Nothing. Romeo watched it and hosted a watch along on the True Hill Heat channel. So you'll get two different dynamics, you would say, about the review, pretty much. Yeah, perspective.
Why are you guys so damn tired? It's 11:30 p.m. over there. Why are you so damn tired? It's 2:30 a.m. where I'm at.
Vegas is not for the. First of all, you guys know Chase. I'm not a bitch at live events. I scream and yell. So my voice is just after screaming and yelling. So, but yeah, Steve, I don't know what. Steve, why are you tired?
It's been crazy, bro.
You got the damn itis right now from that In and Out? You got the itis?
No, I think look, Romeo, as an experienced person who goes to Vegas often, I just think Steve and Walter not conditioned for those Vegas rounds yet. Not conditioned. Vegas side is tore up. Like,
where's the monsters at? What's in the fridge right now?
Do we
need some fucking proper 12? What do we need?
I already drank all the proper 12, Romeo. The proper number 12 is all gone, mate. Fool can finish that shit easily. But Double or Nothing happened. From a live perspective, I want to hear from Steve first. Steve, what did you think of Double or Nothing from a live? I know you fell asleep like 3 times during the show, but what did you think of Double?
I'd be curious to know at what points those were that he slept.
Walter woke him up so he could tell you.
Yeah, Walter can tell you that.
Do you remember what points they were when he fell asleep?
The main point was the main event. That's all I remember.
Dude, you fell asleep during the main event? Anarchy in the arena put you to sleep?
It was the main Steve was in rare form. Fell asleep during the main event. Oh, not just the one. He left for both of them.
The 4 Pillars match you fell asleep during too?
No, he was wide awake. That was the best match. I fell asleep during the unsanctioned match. I was dozing in and out. Tag team title match he fell asleep during. And then what was the other? No, I think
it had to be a women's match.
No, when he came back for the TBS time, because he missed like the beginning portion, but then when he came back for it, he fell asleep during that portion.
All right.
Yeah, so that's when Steve fell asleep. Dynasty, by the time that Steve fell asleep, the band thankfully was done playing.
Yeah, that band was atrocious.
It was.
You know what's crazy? I didn't realize what was going on because I know Twitter had a backlash. They were going,
with the singer space.
Yes, I didn't be there live, I didn't notice. I couldn't even.
Nobody in the crowd, you couldn't notice that this guy had a completely black face.
Well, we were sitting at.
Yeah, from where we were in a suite, so we didn't really notice like too much from a distance. But also, too, Steve, he posted a tweet that got a lot of traction, Romeo. He was getting, and we'll talk about that a little bit later, how that was forward. But yeah,
yes,
so
please.
Steve's notification
Blowed up.
was blowing up, so he didn't really see anything else on Twitter besides.
I was looking at his phone. That's what he was saying. Just saying, like he was looking at his phone.
Oh yeah, he was during certain portions of the month. Steve didn't fall asleep for the women's match. No, he left during the main women's title match. Like it was straight off the rip. He saw the promo package and he got up and left. Yo, Ty. Oh yeah. We can't wait to talk about that, man. How just how the crowd was overall and stuff, and just in general. I know Romeo, that was a complaint with a lot of people watching the show that the crowd was weak and stuff. You said
it's been mixed. It's been mixed.
I'll say this: if you guys are arguing, if anyone argues that the show was packed, no, that arena was half of the arena was empty. In fact, they started to let people who were in the cheap seats come down to fill out the other sections.
There was a shot, I believe, during Anarchy in the Arena, where you could see a section of the lower bowl, a lot of empty seats. I don't know if that was the production side or whatever, but you saw it. And that was during the main event.
Yeah. Well, people left. Yeah, that was
people left?
Yes, people left after the Fatal match.
Wow. What?
Mm-hmm.
That's insane to me.
Hey man, they got somewhere to be, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Vegas. A city that kind of, but yeah, overall, Walter, what did you think of this show live?
I thought the experience itself, like being in the suite, was great. Like just the viewing wise was like that was the key part of the whole viewing experience. Just the way we were seeing things. The show itself, though, I can't say it was great.
Underwhelming.
It was pretty average. Yeah, pretty average. These last two matches kind of saved the show for me.
Romeo, what did, because obviously we saw when we joined the watch along, we interviewed some of the AEW faithful. We interviewed the AEW faithful live in Vegas. They were giving it 9 out of 10s. They loved the show.
Those NNDs. I'm going to bet.
What did you think of the show, and what did other people's sentiments were? Because I feel like you guys are aligned with us that we just thought it was like an okay show from AEW overall.
It was mediocre. It's you have to think about it, but it's in the discussion for one of the worst AEW pay-per-views of all time. It's in discussion. AEW has very high standards. First of all, you have elite in your company name, so you expect nothing better. Elite. This was anything but elite, this show. I'm sorry. It just was.
I mean, I was fairly disappointed in some of the matches. The opening, the buy-in 6-man match, that was right there. It set the tone for the night. Like, this is how I knew the night was going to be, when Jeff Hardy was botching all over the place. And I don't know. And then also, too, it felt like the match was going too long. I was like, bro, this is Ethan Page.
It was 15 minutes, I think.
Huh? Yeah, this should not be this long. I thought it was kind of ridiculous how long the match was.
Way too long.
And especially for a buy-in match, you want to get the fans hyped. This should have been easy, like, Hook does his thing, Red Rum, parties do the hits, and the Guns and Ethan Page, they're good for what they need to do. But yeah, it really set the tone where I was like, man, this is how the night's gonna go. And then I went to the restroom and I came back and they started playing the music for all the participants. I said, yo, are we live? And they just didn't do a video package? No, they just didn't have time to show all the entrances live on the pay-per-view. So that was interesting and stuff. So
it's funny, on the buy-in, they said Cole and Jericho was going to open the show.
No,
and it did not. It was the Battle Royal.
To me, I'll ask him tomorrow when he's like awake. Well, whenever he does, because he said he knew what the opening and the main event was, and I didn't want to know. So I'm gonna ask him if they changed the opening because the Battle Royal kicked off the show, one-man Battle Royal. First of all, confusing live because we did not know like who was officially in the match. So when people were doing some of their spots over the top rope, we're like, hey, are they just eliminating themselves? Like, we just don't know what the fuck's going on half the time.
Yeah.
Ricky Starks was one of the LVPs in this match for me because you build him up, he eliminates the Golden Bullet Club, and then just for Big Bill. Yeah, I'm not Big Cass, Big Bill, just to eliminate him like he's some afterthought. I don't know. Some of the booking of this match was kind of like whatever. The ending portion was really good between Swerve and Orange, but this was a good opener. But it was just, I don't know, some of the booking for some of the, man, what are we doing with Jay White? We are really wasting an opportunity with Jay White in AEW, and it's almost pathetic. I'll just say this: it's pathetic, man. Like it's bad. It's bad what they're doing with Jay White. But other than that, I felt this was the best match to kick off the show, and I felt it was the best match until we got to the Fatal 4-Way because the rest of the card for me was meh throughout. Steve, what did you think?
I thought the Battle Royal, again, you guys know already, I like Battle Royals. Can't help it. I agree, though. You know, someone like Ricky Starks, who has to win over Jericho.
He was pretty over, too.
Over as hell with the crowd. Eliminates the Bullet Club goal, but yet you get treated like a piece of crap by fucking Big Bill. Like a piece of garbage, and you get thrown out. Makes no fucking sense to me. Even, you know, I did enjoy Swerve and Orange Cassidy, whatever you want to call him. And yeah, just, I mean, again, Orange Cassidy fucking won, bro. Fucking bullshit.
What?
Cena, yeah.
Romeo, what did you think of the match watching it on television?
I am the opposite of Steve. I hate battle royals. Terrible. To me, listen, I couldn't understand for the life of me how Commander could do what he did in the beginning, dive to the outside, and he's still in the son of a bitch. Their explanation on commentary.
Romeo, we were confused too. We're like, wait, is he eliminated?
Their explanation on commentary is that he was never inside the ring. What?
I don't know. When you
You're
touch
walking
the
on
ropes,
the ropes, you seem pretty into the ring to
counts.
me. Whatever. I had to suspend my disbelief. Whatever. Looking past that, Swerve's just chilling on the outside the whole time like a heel. Jay White. Oh, this could have been an opportunity to reheat Jay White by having him win the damn thing, or at least be in the final two. He's not even in the final four. What the fuck?
Catalyst, man. The catalyst.
Embarrassing. I did enjoy Orange and Swerve at the end. And to me, by that point, I was just like, this whole match should have just been Orange and Swerve. What did I need everything else for?
Yes. No,
I did love the ending, though. The way Orange won. It's like very Orange Cassidy-like.
Yeah, no. I even said there was a moment where Swerve and Keith Lee had like a little back and forth, and I said, bro, I wish this was a Swerve and Keith Lee match instead of all these other groups and stuff.
Could have had that too, but they've given up on Keith Lee. That's even worse than Jay White.
Yeah, you know it's bad when Goldust is fucking lasting longer than you in a battle royal. So, yeah, it was a good opener. But then the second match of the night, probably to me, one of the most disappointing matches I've ever seen live, and just disappointing. And here's the thing: we got to look at the talent that's wrestling. We have Chris Jericho, we have Adam Cole. They hype up Sabu as the special enforcer. You guys don't understand. On this Vegas trip, we have been watching a lot of WWE ECW 2006, so we've been on this Sabu craze. We're loving Sabu right now. So, I thought this was horrible between Adam Cole and Chris Jericho. I have no reason to want to see them wrestle again. The beginning portion was great. I thought that was hilarious. Sabu half-assing, but then Sabu just disappeared. This guy was supposed to be the special reporter for the whole match. He showed up, did his dive, and said, "All right, I'm out, deuces." Didn't force anything else after that. I don't know. And then Jericho felt plotting. Adam Cole felt plotting. I don't know. This was terrible, bro. I fucking hated this match, man. Like, Chris Jericho barely has bad matches in AEW. Adam
been
Cole
on a
barely
roll.
just has bad matches in general. How do you fuck up an unsanctioned match, bro? Like,
I have no clue, bro. Anyways, you want to see another unsanctioned match in AEW after what you saw today?
no, I do, but not with these two. I just want to see these two wrestle. I don't think they have chemistry.
Yeah, that too. Again, we all had this expectation because oh my god, two guys that know they can go.
You want to get in the camera?
And again, there's so much expectation because you know these two guys when the bell rings they can go. It's unfortunate that their first ever match it didn't deliver. Very unfortunate.
Walter, you have any thoughts?
It was one of the matches I was looking forward to, so it's highly disappointing that we couldn't get a good match out of these two. Like, these two talented wrestlers phoned it in. Very disappointed, man. They must have been gambling or something.
Romeo, what was the sentiment watching it on television? Was it better or was it just worse?
Listen, this wasn't in my top 5 hype matches of the weekend because I expected this. This is just, I had no hopes for this at all. First of all, the first match in the feud should not be an unsanctioned match. What are we doing? It should have been a regular match. We're booking backwards. This is WWE shit. WWE, I expect that out of them. The ending is so flat. The crowd is like crickets. That's an ending you book for a heel to win like that. You don't book a baby.
Yeah,
like that.
I was confused. I thought they were trying to make it Adam Cole snaps and then we give him a win. So, what are you guys talking about right now? The feds. Oh, okay, yeah, they're coming after you, Steve.
I did like Britt getting involved, and obviously they're setting up a tag match for Dynamite. How is Chris Jericho? He's supposed to be. He just got concussed at the end of this match. He got lit up by Cole with a steel chain. A half hour later, he's cutting a promo backstage. I'm ready for a tag match.
Yeah. Oh, Romeo,
No
wait
selling
until
whatsoever.
until we get to the women's match. I was pissed. I was pissed during the women's title match. I was not happy with what I saw. Third match was the
Which one?
AEW. Oh, the women's title, the main
Which
one, the belt, the Killer versus Tony Storm.
Okay,
one.
I'm pissed about the other one. All right.
I'm pissed at both. They're both stupid. AEW World Tag Team Championships. FTR taking on Team TNA. This was too overbooked. This was so overbooked, bro. I mean, it was funny, but it was way too long. It was too goofy. No one cared. I'm going to be honest. No one gave 2 fucks about this.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was 20 minutes.
20.
This
20
was the match
even.
Steve Phelps like too, and Walter's first. Steve, wake up, man.
It felt like 30 minutes.
Bro, it felt like forever.
That is exactly what Top Guy JJ said. It felt like 30.
30 minutes. It felt long as what the hell we doing with these fucking old fucks?
I felt it did nothing for FTR too. It didn't make me say, man, I want to see FTR live. This made me hate FTR even more live. I was just like, damn, get rid of these guys.
They a flop, bro. They flop. It sucks, man.
You could have done this in half the time.
Steve, what you do to FTR, man? They were hot last year. What happened?
I did nothing.
No, what would you do with FTR to make them good again?
At this point, let's make them heels, yo. Screw this.
Yeah, I feel like that's the best way to go.
Yeah, make them heels.
With Punk being back?
Yeah.
Why not make money on it, right? Fuck it.
Make them whiny heels with Punk.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like likely they're gonna probably be part of that collision brand.
Okay. Romeo, what did you think of this tag match, and like what can we do with FTR at this point?
Way too long. It didn't really heat up until the shenanigans with the guitar stuff. Karen Jarrett slamming it over Aubrey. That was funny.
Yeah.
That was the one thing we got a reaction for because people were so happy Aubrey got her shit kicked in.
Yes. And I think this is where it happened, right?
But
The tweet.
oh yeah, this is where the tweet happened. So I jokingly was like, "Hey, just take a picture of me watching NXT. We'll send it to the Radicals." We had this guy in front of us, good sport. Shout out to this guy. We asked him if he could turn on NXT so we could do this tweet. And he had no idea Steve was trying to make a joke out of it. It's so
And
shout
this
out
poor
to this
guy is getting
Is it
quote tweeted
inorganic?
and
Yes,
killed
but
on
is it
Twitter.
hilarious?
You asshole! How could you pay money to go to the show and you don't even watch the show? First of all, this match was going on at the same time as the last man standing match between Ilya Dragunov and Dijak, which was out fucking standing, as you would imagine. So that guy, believe it or not, had every single right, if he wanted to watch the better match in front of him.
And he
Sorry.
kept it on. He kept it on for the whole time.
It's up to you. You know, you can watch whatever you want to watch. If they're not delivering the product in front of you in your very eyes, then watch it on your damn phone. Who cares?
Yeah, so it was a good joke. It was a good joke.
Good joke. So far, right now, as we speak,
Isn't it like 300K views?
300K views. Also, at this point, I noticed that our suite was 2 suites down from Meltzer.
Oh,
it
too
took
sweet.
Steve until the last fucking match to realize that.
Okay.
And I told him that like 5 times, and I don't know where he was looking. He was looking somewhere else.
Okay. So to give you the update right now, this is at 327,000 views.
Jesus.
Has 268 retweets. It has about 2,349 likes. And it has about 113 quote tweets. And
I quote tweeted myself.
People bookmarked. I get a feeling that by tomorrow morning, this will probably be on some wrestling website if it hasn't already.
New media.
Yeah.
Hashtag new media.
Hashtag new media, bro.
When I
Seeing
saw
a lot
that,
of people being quote tweeted on this. I'm seeing Fight TV, Wrestling Inc., AEW botches.
Oh,
Botches? No,
SRS.
wait, he quote tweeted?
No, people like tagging them.
Oh, tagging. I thought he said something.
Good mic work.
Wait, he say something?
No, but people who got tagged.
Okay, you gotta make that clear, Steve.
Yeah, you're making it seem like they commented.
Yeah.
Wrestling Inc. obviously.
Yeah, Wrestling Inc. commented with like 3 laughing emojis.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing about it, right? It wasn't meant to be offensive. It wasn't meant to be a dick. We're just being funny. Like, yo, it was imagine like someone. Because again, we've seen this before. Like, imagine like I've been to GCW shows in New York, and people who worked the lake were watching the fucking NFL game at the time.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh man, we thought.
Listen, it's tribalism because never would you think. Like, we went into this Sunday thinking NXT Battlegrounds going up against Double or Nothing. These idiots, what are they doing? And it turned into, I shit you not, it turned into the Celtics coming back from 3-0. It really did. It really did. Because NXT Battleground put on a damn good show, and they went off an hour earlier. So by the time the last 2 matches of AEW go on, NXT is already done. And NXT is by far the better show. 3 hours to 3 hours. AEW kills it with the last 2 matches, yes. But 3 hours to 3 hours, NXT is way better. Way better. It's not even close. It's not even close. It's like the Celtics beating the Heat. It really is. And people are flabbergasted. You know how these AEW fans are. Oh my God. They hate NXT. They hate WWE. NXT is like a fucking peon, you know? They can't stand the idea that people are talking about NXT being better. It's really crazy. It's a really crazy idea. So that's why what you showed in that video is catching on fire, because there's truth to it. Truth. And a lot of people don't want to admit to that. I'll admit that.
Especially because it's like also probably the best match of the night too for NXT wise, the Dragunov and Dijak match.
It was the match of the night up until 4 Pillars Anarchy. Yeah. Yeah, easily. It's not even close. I don't think anything AEW compared.
Damn, we gotta go see that match.
Yeah, so we can turn it on before we go to bed. While we watch ECW 2006.
Listen, we want December to dismember. We're watching November to remember
Are you so loud?
1999. I'm
See,
sorry.
this is what Steve does when he's not interested in something. When he's excited, he gets loud. Dude. Oh my god.
Well,
You guys know the performance Dragunov put against Walter twice.
Oh yeah.
This was on that scale.
Ilya.
Walter?
This was on that scale.
Gunther.
No, he didn't. Ilya Dragunov has never faced Gunther. He
That's
faced
right,
Walter.
That's right, Hector.
I'm just saying.
Boy, bro.
Was that Hector?
Oh, I had tits and everything.
This guy with his drama, he loves drama. Anyways, speaking of drama, Christian Cage trying to cause drama with Wardlow, talking about his dad. TNT title match for the ladder. I mean, the ending sequence was cool.
Yeah, it was.
Like once Wardlow did the protein bomb off the top of the ladder, so Luchasaurus, that was great. Everything else. Oh, we started a protein shake chant. That was pretty funny. No one got the reference. But our little section started protein shake chant, and they loved it.
That's
funny. They actually caught on, which was hilarious. I didn't think it was that funny, but I guess that was
protein shake. Protein shake.
Oh, man, no. Steve and Walter are farting and sharing beds with you. Venom, my good for Venom, but yeah, the ending was fine. But Steve, any thoughts on this, or you good?
So overall,
it was there. Just say it was.
Nah, it was kind of a mixed emotion.
Yeah,
mixed.
Like the ending got a bit better, right? And he did the swanton. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, the ending could have been better. There was that one spot where it was like he's climbing on a fucked up ladder.
Oh yeah, well, because he fucked it up because he thought Wardlow obviously didn't do physics in high school.
He's climbing on a fuck, and then you have referee.
Silly every fucking time we see him on TV.
Wardlow looks like your high school health teacher. He had that health teacher look, bro.
How the mighty have
fallen, class bro. Today. Open your books to page 54. We're gonna discuss.
I thought you said you look like a PE teacher.
Same thing. We're right here in the Northeast, well, over there. Some teachers that teach PE teach health.
Okay, Romeo, how did you guys enjoy the match on TV?
Oof, man. Wow. Wardlow jumps on the ladder. The shit breaks. He fucking stumbles. It's a botch. Then he tries to climb a broken ladder. It was like awful. And then the whole Arn Anderson spot where he's biting the finger off of Luchasaurus. Like, could you guys see that on the screen? Or
yeah. We saw everything. We were like, what?
Did you see how terrible that looked?
Yeah, it was hilarious.
It was groan inducing. But yes, after that, Wardlow picked things up by being athletic Wardlow, but I think the match was already doomed by then. It's just, Wardlow did some impressive athletic stuff, but Christian should have won here. I knew Wardlow was gonna win, but I'd rather we just move on to Christian. Like, we're just spinning the wheels here with Wardlow. We know it's gonna they're gonna give up on him again. We know it's coming. Just the sooner the better.
Christian wears a turtleneck dynasty because that's what all great villains do. They wear a turtleneck sweater. It's very good. Very good.
Not just a turtleneck tank top.
Yeah, turtleneck tank top. Well, was there another match before the women's title match?
No.
Trios?
No, trios was like
the tag.
That's later.
Yeah. That was it.
It's Hayter and Storm.
The AEW women's title match is next?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Yeah,
this was.
They made Jade Cargill. Oh, Jimmy.
No, not that one.
You didn't even watch the match.
We're talking Hayter Storm.
Hayter?
No, you.
Around near the ending, yeah.
Yeah, you. It was a 5-minute match,
which is unfortunate because again,
3 minutes.
You would think AEW. Well, then again, isn't Jamie Hayter hurt? Like what you're saying,
like she's hurt, right?
She's injured, so they had to work with what they had.
Yeah. No, my thing with this is that Britt Baker's a horrible friend. How the fuck is Jamie Hayter getting jumped by the Outcast, and you ain't there for it, like right off the rip. Like, was there any explanation, Romeo, why Britt Baker was late? Did they give one on commentary?
No, and you got to figure they'll go back to that, and that'll be their breakup. You have to figure to make sense.
Mm-hmm. Bummer that
And same thing
Jamie
for
Hayter
Sheeta
got hurt.
too. Isn't Sheeta an ally? She was late as fuck too.
Yeah, Sheeta, I give more of a pass. It's not like she's the best friend
Right.
of these people. Britt Baker seems like she's attached to the hip of Jamie Hayter. You know, like that girl should not be running in super duper late. Just because, you know, it's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, I wasn't a fan of her coming in late. Other than that, yeah, I mean, Tony Storm winning's fine. I mean, it adds more to the feud, especially since Hayter is hurt. So I'm not like too upset with the decision because they need to do something. Because if Jamie Hayter wins here, like let's say she's healthy, right, and wins, no one's gonna beat her, right? Tony Storm winning, at least there's some tension.
Oh, there's a potential also.
Yeah, exactly. And you can get like a good gimmick match out of them or something. But yeah, I don't know. It's fine. I'm not hard. I'm more judging like the logic. Like how does Jamie Hayter get her ass kicked and Britt's not there with her, you know, to protect her or something? You know, at least then it makes more sense. But I don't know, Romeo. Am I just being too nitpicky about Britt not being a good friend?
You're not being too nitpicky, but this is just all an angle to me, honestly. And you hope they pay back the whole Britt Baker Hayter thing, and you hope Hayter is healthy enough to be there for Wembley. Most importantly,
Yes, 100%.
100%.
All right.
And Tony Storm was outstanding in the media scrum. I love her heel personality here. She was just talking all kinds of shit. They asked her, who do you want to face at Forbidden Door? Do you want to face anyone from Stardom? She said, give me the Sky Blue equivalent in Stardom. Loved it.
I can't wait to watch. I'm definitely gonna have that press conference on when I'm driving home tonight. So that'll help make the drive not too bad. So, what was the next match? The trios match?
Yeah, the trios match.
Was that the next match?
Yes.
I believe so. Yeah, the trios match.
So the trios match. First of all, the Acclaim's still fucking over. Amazing how they are. That was probably one of Max Caster's better raps that I heard in a minute.
All timer.
And the House Rules match, I really like the lighting live. I do this cool design on the hard camp side that is just like, it's like awesome if you're like in a seat that you can see everything. It's super dope live. Sadly, we got more Buddy Murphy Rhea chants with fans chanting "Where's Mommy?" And then there's a bunch of lot of different sections started Dominic chants. It wasn't just one. A lot of different sections randomly would just be like Dominic. I was like, why are they chanting Dominic? And then so it was when everybody was in the ring, it was very rough. Daddy Ass was super over, so like fans just wanted to see him. And so like, this match, like, in ring wise, it was fine. But I just think the crowd didn't care about anything else but chanting for Mommy and Dominic and Daddy Ass. That was it. So
just have fun.
That was it. But it was just kind of like a nothing-burg match. But the quality
this is a dynamite match on freaking the pay-per-view. This is a dynamite match. Let's be honest. It wasn't even advertised. It was an open challenge. It's a dynamite match. Let's call it what it is. You guys had every right to have fun with the chance because this was who cares.
Yeah.
But Max Caster, yes, all-time rap. That was hilarious.
It was phenomenal. Yes.
You can tell Steve wants to wrap it up soon. Look how tired he is.
Bro, look at Walter, bro.
Walter's snoring. But TBS title match.
Horrendous.
Jay Cargill taking on Taya Valkyrie.
Horrendous. I don't want to hear it. They did Jade Cargill dirty. 60-0 for nothing, just to lose the way that she lost. Fucking disappointing. AEW do better. Tony Khan do fucking better. I don't want to hear no one Come on. Steve, you got to understand, there's a reason why it was a long time booking. I don't want to hear that. Save that shit. Seriously.
What did you think of it, Romeo?
I echo a lot of Steve's thoughts there. This is fucking stupid. A waste of Jade Cargill's 60-0 streak. This shows a huge lack of patience on Tony Khan's part. You got to keep this going. Why would you stop it here? And if you're gonna stop it here, Chris Statlander, listen.
No.
I love Chris Statlander. I love her. I adore her. She's one of my favorites. But this is a huge rub to whoever did this. Huge rub. You got to give it to someone you can rely on to stay healthy. I'm not trying to be
Yes,
mean.
100%.
I'm not trying to be an asshole. But let's be honest. She's not very consistent in staying healthy. You can't give this honor. First of all, you shouldn't be giving this. You shouldn't be doing this honor as it is right now. You should keep building this up. It's way too early. You're not even at 100. You're at 60. Get to 100. It's mind numbing and also on no build, just random, not even advertised. Terrible on every single account.
If you want to say this for TV, go on ahead. If you want to put it on Dynamite or hell, Rampage, which everyone knows, no one's watching that. That's fine, but don't put it on the after Jade Cargill successfully defended her title against Taya Valkyrie,
and a pretty good out.
Who's one of the best two, right? It's so stupid.
And by the way,
So
that match.
Yeah.
Let me add this. That match was only a slightly under 9 minutes. Statlander beats Jade in like less than a minute.
Yeah.
What? It's not like Jade was in this 20-minute elimination chamber. No.
Yeah. She looked fresh as a daisy. Like she only had one scare when Ty hit the road to Valhalla on her. But other than that,
so bad. And people like this. People are defending this. What?
I think it's because they just like Chris Statlander.
Just throw
like,
Jade under the bus and rewind the bus, reverse the bus, and run over again.
I mean, Romeo, our good friend Kading, said it was amazing, and I said amazingly awful because I hated this too.
You're living in the moment. You're happy for Statlander, but you're not thinking about Jade.
I mean,
what could have been
her return. She did good. She did good pop. I wasn't popping because I was just like, okay, whatever. I don't. Like, I wasn't like some people were telling me Mercedes Moné with the torn ACL and a broken ankle are coming out for whatever reason. So I was, I just didn't like this. This felt very Hogan versus Yokozuna bullshit. Except Chris Statlander is not Hulk Hogan. And like, look, last year I was there live when Statlander lost to Ruby Soho. She's over with the crowd for sure. She's someone that fans love. But this, I don't know. This feels like Tony Khan. This was his plan from the beginning, and now he has finally found a way to execute the plan for Statlander to win, and it just wasn't well executed. That's it. Like Romeo said, if it goes to day 100, sure. Look at Steve Romeo. He woke up. Steve, you can go lay down, man. We got 2 more matches.
Me and Chase will finish this off.
We can finish it off. Yeah, okay. He's saying we're good, but yeah, I was not a fan of the booking. I just thought that was really, really one of the horribly booked shows, horribly booked moments of the night.
Yeah,
just moment. It was not even a match; it was a moment. So, AEW 4-pillar match. Romeo, were you shocked this wasn't the main event, or did they already hint it wasn't the main event earlier? Because remember, we don't have the commentary.
No, I was shocked it wasn't the main event, especially when I heard MJF on Dynamite saying this was the main event. So yeah.
To me, I felt when watching this live, I said, wow, these 4 are wrestling pissed that they're not the main event. You could tell. I absolutely love this match. I love that. Minus Jungle Boy, he didn't get any special entrance. He just said, was like, yeah, well, I'll keep my entrance the same. Maybe I'll have more green pyro or something. Did nothing cool. Sammy, cute little thing, announces him and Ty Mello are now pregnant. They're gonna have a baby, which is cool. Good for them.
Congrats. You're still a terrible babyface. Congrats.
Yeah, not a good baby face, but congrats. Darby had, I don't know, his weird artsy. I don't know what the fuck that was.
I like it. I always like his entrances. I liked it.
I loved it. I loved the live portion of it. I just didn't understand the video portion of it where he.
I like the
beats up-
video portion. Well, this guy likes to show off his directorial skills.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like that. The video, the live entrance was cool, and then MJF.
MJF, yes.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, beautiful.
The throne on the pillar, the
music.
orchestration version
Yeah,
of his
beautiful.
theme song.
Felt very
Oh.
Roman Reigns-ish to me, did it not?
Yeah, he copied our tribal chief.
It's beautiful though.
We all know
He's-
he's a little. He, as Connor would say, fanboy. He's a little fanboy of Roman Reigns, so it's okay. Entrances were on the money, and then the moves, everything they did. I love when they did the spot where they all did like their mentors' moves and stuff. Obviously, the Crossroads got the biggest pop, and everyone's wondering, "Oh, what's MJF gonna do?" And that was good. It was like when the Shield did all their three little signature moves with each other that during the Shield triple threat. Steve, you're sleeping and snoring, bro. Go to bed right now.
I'm good.
You know you're not good.
I am.
But I love that portion. I loved Sammy had moments in this match. Darby had moments. MJF was absolutely phenomenal. Jungle, you know what's crazy? Jungle Boy was probably, and I'm like more of a Jungle Boy fan than anything else. He was probably the worst person in this match.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like he was bad. It was just like compared to everyone else, he was just like whatever. But I absolutely loved this match. I felt it should have easily been the main
I
event.
think you said this too. You know,
Mhm.
they're wrestling pissed off.
Yeah, they were, man.
They're wrestling pissed off. You can tell. Yeah, like they're gonna show somebody like, all right, you don't want to do the main event? Watch this.
Yeah, chip on the shoulders. Romeo, what were your thoughts on the match?
Let me say something about the Jungle Boy thing. Because, okay, there was a point where Jungle Boy could have done something heelish with the title belt, right?
Oh,
And the crowd was like, go ahead, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want you to do it. I don't know what you idiots want Jungle Boy to be heel for. The motherfucker can't talk. What, he turns heel, and then what? He's Hollywood Jack Perry. Then what? He's going to develop a personality, a talking? He can talk all of a sudden?
I think the thing is, it's kind of like the Alexa Bliss effect. Alexa Bliss is one of the sweetest people you ever meet in real life.
Alexa can talk.
No, but this is the thing. Alexa really can't talk as a baby face. As a heel, she can talk. So I think with Jungle Boy, I think it's just he needs to be a heel. And I think Jungle Boy he's still puking in trash cans because he can't talk in there.
It's gonna be so phony and so bad, and you people are gonna be begging for babyface Jungle Boy Jack Perry again. I am telling you right now.
People just wanted Jungle Boy or something like that. I just wanted him to prove MJF right. I don't know. I was just
Christian
more disappointed
right.
with this performance. Yeah,
I remember
like
Christian started all this too.
Yeah. Show some inner, dick in you. Come on, Jungle Boy. You're not this nice guy. Stop.
This match was fantastic. This is what I asked for. This is what I wanted. I wanted the Four Pillars match. I didn't care about the feud. The feud was ass. But the match itself, I knew was always going to deliver. And the ending, like, first of all, Darby tried to win with the headlock takeover. No, didn't work. And then MJF gets him again. He wins with a headlock takeover. Oh, man, that is embarrassing. Oof. That is embarrassing for Darby.
I liked how it did it too, because everyone thought, oh, he's gonna steal a win after Darby does a coffin drop. No, he put the title on top of Jungle Boy, and and it was more of he proved all of them right of what he was gonna do. Like, hey, Jungle Boy, you gotta be a dick. You gotta take advantage of the belt to win. And then later on with Darby Allin, he proved a point to him, and then Sammy Guevara, he said, Sammy, you're not smart enough. He proved all of them right. Hey, I'm the smartest out of all you three. You guys are not gonna win because I'll tell you why you're not gonna win. And he did it, and that's why I like this ending. I liked it. And this would have, and Romeo, we're not shitting you when we say this. People started leaving after this. People were like, okay,
wow.
Yeah, they were.
The anarchy in the arena, and Romeo, most of the people leaving were the hoes. The Kenny Omega scares the hoes. I've been saying this for a minute.
They came for Jungle Boy? What
I think they came for Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
By his entrance, you seen the girls just worshiping the ground he walked on. It was hilarious.
But yeah, no, this match was really great, and it followed by the Anarchy in the Arena, which, I mean, I think if you see this match from a TV perspective, it's probably much better. But from a live perspective,
Yeah, that's got to be crazy watching live.
the music was the worst part.
Yeah,
That was.
And you go back to what we were saying too. We know, damn Walter.
Like you have it on the stream, dude.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There were people who were lashing out about the lead singer. Now, when we were able to see this until like after, like AEW, what are we doing?
I just felt the music was too loud and annoying. It was just like
terrible. It was just
like it really took me out of the beginning portion of the match.
And people too. People were tired of it. Like, cut this.
Oh, we had this one guy in front of us who was like, "Stop it!" He was all upset with this. So he definitely
They should have switched it up. They should have switched it up this year. They already did that last year. You don't have to do it again.
I felt they should have done Carry On. I felt they should have done Carry On.
Whatever, something else. Anything with Claudio.
But
That
maybe
bullshit.
Wheeler Yutta's theme.
I don't even know what his theme sounds like, honestly.
Yeah, so yeah, I thought the match was fine. Matt Jackson, your single spots. I don't know why you would do that, but hey, like maybe this is how you avoid CM Punk. You just decide to take a thumbtacks to the foot or something. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
Wait, how'd you like the super kick with the fireworks, whatever that was?
We were like, what the fuck's going on here? That was sick though. That was sick live.
Yeah. It looked nice, but like, what the hell did he do? What was that? I don't even know.
We don't even know how we set it up. That's what I was going to ask you. Did they explain that, or did
he just had something that made a pyro effect? I don't have no idea.
Oh, and if you guys were wondering too, the fans were booing because so there was a fight before Matt Jackson's shoe that Claudio kicked away in the crowd, and then the security took the shoe away from the fan.
Oh, brutal.
So that's why fans were booing at that.
Could have been worth something.
Yeah, exactly. And it was a pretty expensive shoe that he was wearing as well. But the match was fine. It was fun. I liked it. It just didn't. I don't know. For me, did not feel like this is the main event. It felt like, this is like a nice palate cleanser in the middle of the card. Maybe this is the co-main event. I didn't feel like the main event, and especially how you end it. So Don Callis comes out, cost Kenny Omega again. Everyone, oh my God, Romeo! Everyone thought Takeshita was CM Punk. They were all excited.
Are you kidding me?
Once his goopy hat fell off and you could see his hair, then everyone was disappointed. They were so sad. And then the worst part is you give Wheeler Yuta the pin.
Yeah, so stupid.
Brutal.
Horrible finish, execution, and just honestly, it made it worse. And then at the end of the night, Kenny said that, he'll have friends come back later. And I don't know if you guys saw that on pay-per-view, but yeah, it was not a good way to end the show, Steve.
I have to agree. I have to totally agree. While we're gonna have Wheeler Yuta take the pin out of this whole match, I thought Konosuke
pin Kenny Omega of all people too.
Yeah, pin Kenny fucking Omega of all fucking people.
Tell me Nick Jackson or Matt Jackson can't take a fucking pin.
No, one of them have to, have their foot be hit into the thumbtacks and then
tacks put in his mouth.
Yeah,
Matt Jackson, no, he can't do that, right? He can kick out of everything, but not that.
Yeah. It was again. Yeah, we literally hit the pin. Or Kenny Omega, nah. Konosuke being the guy who turned heel, you knew it was happening. I just hated the execution. And the fact that his mask fell off did not help at all. Not one bit. Not one fucking bit, bro.
Oh, and then people were so disappointed because the post-match beatdown. Ibushi. And trust me, we know someone who, likes to think he knows everything. I would have gone on a text with riddles about, ooh, I think someone serious is in town. Didn't get any text with riddles, so I knew we were fine.
I've heard riddles all weekend, and I still don't understand what's going on.
No, Romeo, it starts with a C. It's also with an A, and it ends with a P.
Oh man. Listen, this match, I agree with a lot of your sentiments. I did enjoy most of the match. Yeah, I agree with everything you're really saying. I'm fine with the Keshta. You know, it's leading to a Bushi. You think it would have been foolish, absolutely foolish, to have the Bushi thing after right here tonight while you're doing the Takeshita thing. No, you have to separate these things. You have to tell a story. That has to come at a later date. I'm fine with that. It is hilarious that the final two matches, the heels win. Wow, go home happy. Send the fans home happy. That is a little weird, even though they were the best two matches. But that does bring a show down when it's very depressing as far as heels winning two endings. Yeah, they gave you the Statlander thing, but to me, that's even more depressing. It's three things in a row, but whatever. Um, Moxley said this was going to be the bloodiest match in AEW history. I don't feel it was that. I don't. Um, yeah, Yuta, you already know how I feel about Yuta. You're 100% right about that. This is dumb. Dumb as hell. Pinning Omega. Oh my god. I guess they're setting up a match there. Whatever. Yuta has no business getting the pin. None whatsoever.
Yeah. This guy right here, man, can't stay awake anymore. Steve, we're gonna give our final thoughts on the show. Out of 10, your letter grade, what would you give AEW Double or Nothing 2023?
I'm gonna give it a 7.
Oh wow, you're generous.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Again, the experience overall, again, the weekend as a whole, being there live, being there live in T-Mobile Arena. There's some things you can, I guess, make an exception for. But again, other than that, the pay-per-view as a whole just under-delivered.
Yeah, I'm going to a 5 out of 10. Not just a middle of the road pay-per-view. A lot of these mid-card matches, I'll never go back and watch. But the last two matches, like I can watch Anarchy Arena on its own maybe and enjoy it from a different perspective. Definitely the Pillars match. I can't wait to rewatch that one. Everything else, besides maybe the Battle Royale, I don't know if I'll ever say, wow, I got to go watch FTR versus Team TNA again. This was no, I don't think I'll ever watch it again. It was just such a middling pay-per-view. It would have been like a 4 because I was never been bored at a live event more in my life. Like I always said to myself, if I never felt anything at a live event, that's when I knew I need to stop watching wrestling because it's not for me anymore. I was contemplating that. I was sitting there contemplating that during Wardlow and Christian saying, "Am I just no longer a wrestling fan? Can I not talk about it?" And then thankfully, the 4 Pillars match made me realize, "Oh wow, I am a wrestling fan. Awesome." But this show just wasn't it. It just felt so middle of the road.
Well, the weakest Double or Nothing by far. Mm-hmm. The weakest pay-per-view of AEW in the calendar year, also by far.
Yeah. All-time weakest?
I would say so right now, yes.
Oh.
That's what I was asking on Twitter. I put a poll, like, is this the worst AEW pay-per-view of all time?
I think so, because, like, I off the top of my head, there's not really, like, any that comes out of maybe, let's see.
The pandemic pay-per-views?
The one, no, that at least they say Stampede and stuff. Maybe the one where MJF and John Moxley main evented the first time. What one was that? Was that a full game? Was that all out?
Yeah,
All Out 2020. Yeah. But no, that card had some other good shit on it. That was much more than this.
No. Wait.
It had
Yeah,
Young Bucks, Jurassic Express, which I thought was good. FTR versus Omega and Hangman.
What about the
That was Revolution 2021. No, wait.
No, this is
I
All Out
kinda had
2020. The one he's talking about, Omega.
No, I asked
Mox
about
MJF.
the Barbara Death Match pay per view. That one was
Oh.
also kind of weak too.
That was Revolution. I believe that was 2021 or 20.
They had that horrible women's title match with Sheeta and that one girl, and then like Tony Schiavone and JR did not want to even try to pronounce her name. She was like, "Fuck this Japanese wrestler. We just we just want to move on with our lives." It was horrible. But yeah, this what I would say personally. This was the weekend, especially like with the standards of AEW, how they are now, especially when it comes to pay-per-views. Like Romeo said, they have the name Elite. They rarely do these shows. Like, you know, it's not like WWE where they have a PLE every month. It's like AEW is asking you, like, hey, we only do these, like, we only have 6 pay-per-views a year at this point, 4, 5, or 6, depends on when they decide to add like a different one, because they added Forbidden Door last year, and then this year they're bringing back All In. So that's 6 pay-per-views. So normally you expect, oh, you know, great quality show, great, you know, surprises, great everything, right? You know, like this is like these pay-per-views make you change your mind. Like, this is what these shows do. And this show just made me say, you know, you like AEW watching it live, you keep watching it. If you don't, this show did not make me change my mind. If I was someone that didn't watch AEW weekly, just made me say, you know, it is what it is.
I have to agree. 100% on that.
Romeo, out of 10, what did you give it?
It's somewhere in the 4 to 5 range. I haven't finalized the number, but it's somewhere around there.
Sorry, folks, for Walter snoring. We can't control when.
I just heard that. Safed is saying Sportskeeda is reporting, I guess, your viral video. I guess.
Are they really?
That's what he says.
I gotta see this.
Wait, what?
Sportskeeda is reporting it, the viral video. Views might have spiked.
5 out of 10.
It's gonna spike in the morning. You're gonna get to 500K views at least.
Sportskeeda wrestling. Huh?
Hey, no Millie.
No. Here's the plan now. Going forward, every Thursday when WrestleNomics and Brandon posted the tweet out, I'm a quote tweet in the video form. Tony Khan, no Millie.
Oh, come on, man. By the way, we got so many MJF clips tonight from that press conference. I cannot wait to cut them. So many quotables. My goodness.
Jesus, Okay, who was this team? Sapet, if you have us on Twitter, tweet us the link. They tweet too much, man. I have no time scrolling through all that.
Tweet them. What's your Twitter? AT
Point
Network.
I'm going to it right now.
All right, Romeo. Well, as Steve does that, where can the great people find you?
For Romeo Anthony, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and True Heel Heat. Rated Raw Superstars tomorrow. Raw watch along, watching Game 7 of NBA 2 as well, and all week long. And another Double or Nothing review, 12:05 p.m. Eastern on True Heel Heat.
Could be awesome. Will be awesome. Hey, maybe I'll stop by in the chat.
I'll have time to think about my thoughts even more, and I have to be the voice of reason because I know they're going to be very positive about this show, and I cannot.
No, Romeo, I was there live. Like, and the thing was, no, like, here's the thing.
We have to be honest with AEW.
Yeah,
they will appreciate that. We can't make shit up.
Yeah, like, this wasn't me trying to hate the show. It was like a lot of these matches just felt like if I went back and watched them, I would just go watch the last 3 minutes because that's when anything eventful happened during these matches, except for the main event and Anarchy in the Arena and the Battle Royal was fun. Like, that was a good match.
Well,
and everything else, whatever.
Sportskeeda. Brandon, is it Sportskeeda or Sportskeeda Wrestling?
Probably wrestling because they have their own separate thing for that.
You know what?
Listen, you know who's an MVP of the night?
Who?
NXT. because people like to make fun of them. Oh, they don't matter. They put on a hell of a wrestling show that the AEW fan would take great pleasure in watching if they knew, if they gave it a chance. They gave it a
There's
chance.
something watching Family Guy.
I'm serious. We
MJF
make
being
fun. They're the little ugly duckling that doesn't hold a candle, and they went toe to toe with Double or Nothing tonight. Toe to toe.
Yeah, no, they had what I heard, a phenomenal show with a lot of good matches, good results, and I think that's another thing with AEW. I'm a big result guy too, and I felt a lot of the results that they did. I don't know, and then also,
Brandon, if you can send us the link, yo, if you can, please.
thanks, Steve. Just
Sorry.
cutting off when I was trying to make a good point, about our AEW criticism. I think with a lot of the matches, it was just like, like I said, I won't go back and ever watch the matches again, but also too, I don't know. I felt you could have executed this a little bit better. That's just me. I just felt the execution was the weakest portion. So
absolutely, just to get to like an average show, like a 6 or 7, it wasn't that hard to do.
I feel match placement is important as well, and I think if they would have just changed up a little bit, like here's the thing. The TBS title thing, maybe that's a co-main event, and then that way you have like your happy moment before one of the bigger matches or something like that. And then maybe the AEW women's title match, it's an angle. Why is this happening so later in the show? This should be something that happens maybe a little bit earlier on the show and stuff. The TNT title match probably could have been a good, filler after Anarchy in the Arena. I felt Anarchy in the Arena should have been in the middle of the show, no matter what. Because that would have brought some like life into the show, especially because that crowd we were just dead. We were just dead. We needed some life, besides Orange Cassidy's winning moment in the Battle Royal and stuff. There's no life into the show. So I felt if you're Tony Khan, you gotta say, hey, we gotta pump up the crowd. Anarchy in the Arena is a good way to do it. And it was hard for us to even get into that match because that phenomenal fatal 4-way happened, and then you want us to get into this Anarchy in the Arena, and then you have this horrible version of Wild theme playing, and no one's singing along to it. So, yeah. So,
and the actual quote from Tony Khan at the press conference about the Battle Royal, he said he heard from some people that was one of the greatest Battle Royals of all time.
Steve, would you agree?
No, it was not. I know me the best Battle Royal of all.
That guy's a Battle Royal expert too, Steve. He loves himself a Battle Royal.
When you have someone like Ricky Stark, who's been on his, beating Jericho and then being dumped, eliminated Bullet Club Gold, and they get dumped out by fucking Big Bill.
Yeah, that's true. You can't do that.
And then you have Big Bill be dumped out.
Did you hear who Orange Cassidy teased having a match with at Forbidden Door?
No. Shooter Omina?
He wants Zack Sabre Jr.
You hear that?
The TV champ of New Japan.
That would be a good match. I mean, I think are fans still mad that they didn't get Daniel Bryan versus Zack Sabre Jr.? I mean, Bryan Danielson.
Did you hear Bryan Danielson teased having a match with at All In?
Shibata? I don't know.
Close. Nigel McGuinness.
That'd be sick if he could get cleared. That'd be a great Ring of Honor throwback. So
he joked about it. He was joking like Nigel McGuinness wants no fucking part of me. Like I will kill him. This is on the line of that.
Steve is very focused on trying to figure out where Sportskeeda. Why don't you go on Sportskeeda Wrestling, Steve?
I did, and I couldn't find it.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about like on their
website.
The website, yeah, the website. But anyways, you can find Steve at Heel Steven. Follow him on Twitter there. Follow the Around the Point Twitter feed, AT Point Network at.
When's your next show?
Our next show will be the maybe a Steve's Kitchen.
Tuesday, probably. I don't know. Maybe we'll be back for Sad. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it's up to Steve. He decides when the next show is. And you guys can follow me on Twitter at ChaseOliver68. Thank you, Romeo, for joining us late night. Oh, he found it. Steve is
Thank
so
you for
excited.
having me, guys.
He found it. Can't blame him. Twitter reacts to viral video of Battleground during AEW Double or Nothing. Wrestling Twitter had a field day over a video of fan watching NXT Battleground on his phone during AEW Double or Nothing. AEW Double or Nothing and NXT Battleground went head-to-head May 20th, 2023. While NXT Battleground received massive praise from fans, their reactions to the AEW pay-per-view were mixed at best. In a video that's making the rounds on Twitter, a fan can be seen in attendance at AEW Double or Nothing. The fan in question was spotted watching NXT Battleground during the AEW show. Check out the footage below. Wrestling Twitter erupted over the hilarious clip, and fans had a variety of reactions over the same check. Check out some of below the most notable reactions. One is at AT Network. Can't blame him. AEW Double or Nothing has been a disappointment so far. Some guy said, dude bought a ticket to AEW to watch NXT on his phone. Laughing emojis. I'm weak. 3 laughing emojis. AT Network. This is by far the worst crowd on AEW AWE. I don't even know what AWE is. Like pay-per-view history. It's a snooze fest. Homie brought WWE belts to an AEW show. This guy was a nice guy. I hope he doesn't see this.
Clear, like at the end of the day, did we say how this started though? Like, did you explain it?
Huh?
Like how it all began? Because
I was doing a joke of me watching the picture, and then he actually wanted to watch the show, and then Steve asked if he could film. So Steve did ask. It's not like we filmed this guy behind the back. Steve asked me, and he said it was cool. So if people say it was cool for something else, it'd be fine.
I personally wouldn't bring a WWE belt to an AEW show, but whatever.
Right, people did.
He bought 2.
What was the other one?
The plastic version too, the commemorative. Not even the replica.
Oh, this one's my favorite. This fan goes, man, watching real wrestling on the phone.
Wow.
Oh, so you see, look at that. We made a viral clip.
A viral clip. Yeah, I'm proud. Yeah.
Let me just say one last thing. I don't think you owe it to AEW. If you're in the area, you go into the show. I don't think you owe it to just fucking clap and cheer for every single thing that's presented in front of you.
This made my week. This made the weekend, yo, for real.
And you know who thought of this clip, Romeo? It was
Chase.
Steve.
Yes, literally.
No, I thought of the idea. You're the one who thought of like the actual clip.
Because the idea was I was gonna film you, but then I saw him just sitting there. I'm like, yo, let's go, bro.
It got him at the right time of him setting it up. He has the charger on his phone. During the best match of the night. Perfect, Steve. Good job.
Fuck.
All right. So that brings an end to this. I got to go to sleep because I got to drive and I got to finish packing. I had to even bring shit downstairs right now so that way I can make my packing trip a lot easier. Anyways, thank you all for watching. You guys have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy a day off if you guys have it. And remember, guys, just like our former Universal Champion Brock Lesnar, sometimes you don't have to give a shit in life. Where the fuck is that stupid clip that you like, Steve? Where the fuck? You don't have to just fuck you by.
Thank you, fuck you by.
It should just be fuck you by.
Blame Caden.
Yeah, he flipped us off too, that piece of shit.
Thank you. Fuck you. Bye.